The day that I got into personal development was the day that it changed my life. Now, how did it start and how did I get into this thing that we call personal development or self-help or law of attraction, whatever that is. Whatever you come into personal development, self-help, law of attraction. There was like a defining moment in your life that something happened in your life and you didn't want to go through that again, and that something inside wake you up and say, I don't want to live like that again, or I want to change, or something got to change, or something got to get let go of. And that day was the turning point of my life where I found I was fascinated by life again. Well, actually, not again, but I was, yeah, again. I was fascinated by the beauty of nature, and I was fascinated by how these incredible human beings are doing incredible, amazing stuff. And for years, I listened to them, and now I get to share them with you, and how their philosophy, how their knowledge and wisdom affect my life more than anything. And it's how I see life through their eyes. Well, not through their eyes, but through their experiences, what they say. And this great man influenced my life, and most of you know him, most admire him, most love him, and his name is Les Brown. This book, Live Your Dream. Now, of course, everybody. See, the thing is with people is, they get tired of listening to the same message again and again and again. That's why in the Amazon reviews, I talk about, oh, he always talked the same thing. But once in a while, it's great to review it. It's great to re-listen to his stuff. It's great to be motivated by him again, because this man do great things with his life. He met Bob Proctor. He met amazing people. He's a millionaire, multi-millionaire, um, and he inspire and uplift people to chase their dream. His message is all about chasing your dream. And without this guy, I wouldn't be able to live my dream or inspire people to live their dream. Uh, he inspired me the most. I look up to him. How did I get into his material? Well, I ran into a little bit of trouble back when I was in the college. I ran a little bit, and I was dealing with some negative people. And so what happened is I attracted negative people in my life, and I got tired of that. I got tired of negative people. I got tired of a lot of things that I didn't like about life. So one day I was on YouTube and I clicked on negative people and something. I listened to that, and there's a lot of negative people, negative friends. Um, People forget that they have a long life to live, and so I got into his material and keep listening and listening, and I got hooked on his material. I would be listening for hours. I would be just like sitting passively listening, and I was like, "Wow, this is like this it. This is gonna change my life." And ever since then, he changed my life. He started making not making me, but there's like a 50-minute video of him talking about in order to change your life, you gotta set goals. You gotta chase your dreams. You gotta um, uh, what was it? It will change your life, right? And you gotta listen. So what happened is it's like you gotta listen to positive messages every single day. You gotta read something positive, inspirational book every single day. And I'm glad that he do this for us. He don't have to, but he did. You know. I'm gonna read you. This is a wake up call. You must constantly engage yourself in life in order to live your dreams. Aristotle said to be conscious of what we are perceiving or thinking is to be conscious of our own existence. A lot of people believe that they are doing all they are capable of doing with their lives. They don't see themselves as having anything vital or powerful within them. They cruise along based on their past experiences and limited awareness. People live like this, go to their graves with their greatness unrealized. Their talents and gifts will never be put to use. Fourth stage of greatness, but I'm not gonna read it all. I'm just going to read some of the things so that you can pursue your dream. In order in order to change so you can live your dreams, you must grow in consciousness. This process of personal growth involves four stages of increased awareness in the area of self-knowledge, self-approval, self-commitment, and self-fulfillment. If you want to get a larger vision of yourself, that is, to acquire the ability to see yourself beyond your circumstance, in mental conditioning, ask yourself what drives me. Try to understand what influence me, are acting upon you. Many of us suffer from what I call unconscious incompetence. We don't know what we don't know. So in the beginning, we need to master self-knowledge. Before you can fully wake up and change your life, you must understand the frame of reference from which you see the world. Know thyself is an old age maxim, but how well do you really know yourself? Who are you? Pursue your dream. Pursue the dream. To have the dream is the first step towards making them realities. Once you have to square yourself with your past, approve of yourself, and committed to seeking self-fulfillment. Next, allow yourself to dream. Chart your course. Envision yourself achieving those dreams. Once you have dared to dream, I believe you must pursue that dream. If you do not pursue your dreams, they will consume you. The knowledge that you had a dream but not pursue it is killing knowledge. Consider it's absolutely necessary to go after your dream. Jose Ortega y Gasset said, human life by its virtue and nature has to be dedicated to something. Without goals in your professional, personal, spiritual life, you are just looking. You're not actively engaged in this world. Not having goals is like having no idea where you want to go, where you want to step up in an airline counter to buy a ticket. You lunge your baggage up. Life say, where will you be flying today? And you reply, gee, I don't know. Without direction, without goals, you can't buy a ticket in your life. Make this your decade. In order to make this your decade, you have to set specific goals and you have to be strongly motivated to reach them. Put your goals down on paper and make them more real to you. Give your goals and thought weight uh, permanence. Write down your 5 greatest goals. Dreams. And he lists him. I wanted to buy my mother a grand house where she can entertain her friends and sit on a porch and warm herself in the sun. I want to be a national known public speaker with a message that will better the world. I wanted to write a whole series of books that would inspire people in the same way. I wanted to have my own television show to reach an even greater audience than I can reach in person. I want my children and grandchildren to be able to handle the challenge of life. Follow your dream. On, on my way to the front door of dream, I lost all money. I lost my car. I lost the place I lived. I had nothing. Nothing except the certainty that this is what I wanted to do with my life and the sense it was possible. As much as you may believe that you have selected your goal, I believe your goal selected you. The universe used you to its purpose, so allow it to happen. Give yourself to Give yourself to your dream and follow it, whatever it takes you in the gorgeous pursuit. For a while, it may beat you up, hang on over the bumps and rough spots. Enjoy the trip. There will be times when you feel alone and deserted, when you feel weak and doubt yourself and wonder if you're start raving mad. But if you endure and you persevere, eventually you will arrive at your dream. The things you want are always possible. It's just the way to get them is not always apparent. Once you decide to go after them, the way becomes clear. I started on the way to my goal at the library, which is still the cheapest and best source of information in the world. I found books on public speaking and began reading all I could on the topic. I found a list of organizations for public speakers. I joined as many I could. I studied the best speaker, their posture, their hand gestures, their inflections in their message. I talked with public speaker about the word. I asked them their secrets. They say practice was essential, so I volunteered to speak to school children because I knew they wouldn't be critical of my taking. I just need the practice. I spoke to grade school students and high school students and all sort of clubs and organizations. I spoke to any group that would listen, even many that didn't. I worked on my dream and I never let up. I may have wanted to. I may have sorely tempted, but I hung up. Even I have not dared to predict 5 years ago when I didn't have a car, a place to live, or $10,000 to my name. That would that would receive the highest award given by National speaker association on that the 170,000 members of Toastmaster International would select me as one of the world best public speaker in 1991. Goals give you a purpose for taking on life. Life on. People who live without goals have no purpose, and it's obvious, even in their body language. They're on the permanent idle, they louch, they list from side to side, they're conversating, dwindle, they phone you, hey, I'm just calling. I wasn't doing anything. So I thought I'd call you. Well, don't call me, I got things to do. Many people just muddle through life. They don't read informational material. They don't even pay attention when they watch TV. You ask them what they are watching, they mumble mouth. Nothing. I just look. What are your goals for your career, for your relationship, for your spiritual life? Develop a schedule for the next month, the next month, 6 months, the next year, the 5 years, 10 years. Write it all out. Let's take out one of the most common goals. You want to make more money? If that's your goal, then take some practical step toward realizing it. First, determine specifically how much money you want to make and double that amount and make that your goal. Even you don't reach the higher amount, you will probably still find yourself making more than your original goal. Second, decide an amount of energy you're willing to expand to reach your goal. How many hours are you willing to put work a day? How many jobs are you willing to hold down? What sort of job work are you willing to do? A third step in this process, develop a practical plan of action and get started immediately. Chart out where you want to be in relation to your goal in the next month, the 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, and then 10 years. Get started today. Go apply for that second job now. Go enroll in that career training program now. Ask for that raise now. And finally, make sure that you have all this written down so you can review it every morning, every night. Envision yourself taking these steps, doing them, and succeeding. Roadmap to success. Your goals are the roadmap that guide you and show you what is possible for your life. Life take on meaning when you become motivated, set goals, and charge after them in an unstoppable manner. Goals help you channel your energy into action. They place in charge of your life. One of my goals as a young man was to buy my adopted mother a house. As a boy, I told my mama that I was going to buy her house so that she would never have to work. She could just stay home and fix me sweet potato pies. My mama fixed sweet potato, but you can't eat with your shoes on. You have to take your shoes off so you can wiggle your toes. So his message is people who don't go after their dream. Most people die at the age of 17 and don't get buried till they're 75 or more. Most people retire because they don't have dreams, they don't have anything to pursue. And my message is it's sad that most of my peers don't have anything to aim at, so they don't go nowhere. If they start to realize that they have a very long life to live, I would say wake up now or before you arrive at the grave of your hopes and dreams, and you will look at your life and you never had accomplished anything great. Why are you settling? I know that I'm speaking at a tone. Most people don't wake up and live because they're afraid to do what is necessary to do it. And most people don't go after the dream, and because they listen to their peers, their teachers, the society, which sometimes piss me off because I have a passion for saying, this is how you think. Most people tell me, sometimes it pisses me off because people tell me that it's not okay to pursue your dream. It's not okay. You gotta do what society want for you. You gotta do what I tell you to do. And sometimes these people don't know any better, but they live. See, the thing is, most people don't understand that those times are gone. Those times where you can just get up and go to school and you'll achieve something amazing. But I constantly get message. I constantly listen to adults. Their life, they've been doing what they've been doing because they've been told by their teachers, parents, adults that they have to do this. If they don't, they will be a loser. So people don't want to be a loser. You know why? They want to live up to their parents' expectation. So they rise up to meet that expectation. But what end up happening is they end up killing their dreams and hopes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's real. If you don't wake up right now and do it, sooner or later you will wake up in a future you do not like. And that's a very uh, dark future you're going to have if you don't wake up right now. Wake up. Wake up from that dream. Right now, people are in the deep sleep, meaning they're sleeping through life. What I mean by that is they're walking, right? They're walking through life, bumming along, and they have not built a greatness within them. I talk to people when I go grocery shopping, food shopping for my family. I talk to cashiers. I talk to people who put stuff on, put meat on the, line up stuff, but they don't live fully live. I feel sad inside to see that, to hear that, to not know that they have to be. I'm sad that they don't have the awareness that they have greatness within. you know I talked to a cashier and she's a nice old lady, and it's sad and pain me to see that she go through life listening to everyone else, and she could have been doing her dream. But she worked. Nothing wrong with working at a job each and every day for your family or for yourself. But if you don't, if you had a passion and you don't pursue it now, and look, you may struggle. If you always keep saying you don't go after your dream, you will put it off till you're either 20, and then you put it off till you're 30, and then you put it off till you're 40, you put it off till you're 50, until you put it off until your deathbed, and you say, God, I wish I lived my dream when I was 20. Gosh, I wish I didn't listen to my teachers, my adults or society. I wish I got the courage to step up and go out there and or make a video or do something with their life. This is your message. This is my message saying, that lady was nice, but she lived her life. Sooner or later, her dream will die with her. Okay? She told me herself that she'd been working all her life, the same job, same thing. Nothing wrong with that. But you can become better. Chase something that inside you. If you're young, don't listen to the noise of authority figures. Don't listen to the noise of society. I'm telling you, they're wrong. Everybody you listen to, unless they're successful, what you want to do, they're wrong. Everybody is wrong. They may have opinion, but they never actually have achieved it themselves. If you listen to those people, they will kill your dream faster than lightning. Wake up and look at life head on. And for those who you are afraid and waiting for life, don't wait for life. If you'll be waiting life forever. Waiting, it's not. You can wait forever unless you do what is necessary. You will never do what is great. Greatness doesn't start tomorrow. Greatness doesn't start a year from now. Greatness and excellence start from today. I listened to a great audio program. I had it, but it was on YouTube, but I can't find it, and it made me sad. And it was on John Maxwell. And that audio program was talking about excellence. And that mean excellence doesn't happen because you want it to. It doesn't happen tomorrow or next year. It doesn't happen. So, most people can make the mistake. They say, if I'll be successful, then I'll read the books. I'll be when I have the money, I'll buy the books. When I have the money, I'll buy the courses. When I have the money, I do this, right? But you don't have that time. Most people don't understand about time. When you want to chase your dream is today. So John Maxwell said to a young kid, he's about 18-year-old, and he said, excellence is start by reading, by doing it today. Success and excellence start today. And over time, see, I'm preparing myself for the future will come. And he said it will be the greatest thing ever. And here's the thing. You don't become great because of you start tomorrow. You become great because of today. Those people who built great businesses, they started sooner than later. Most people who become great as Bob Proctor or great as things, they start today. It may not be easy. I still have to work on it myself. I have to start today over. And I gotta live my dream. I gotta wake up and pursue what is in me. And if I don't pursue what's in me, the people who could have know that they have potential, wake up, know that they're not a loser in life, that they hear me. That is my message. I have a voice, and I'm using this YouTube as a platform for a voice that they need to hear and wake up. Because there are people who are pain in the law of attraction too. They need to wake up and stop pursuing the object. They need to pursue their greater them. They need to pursue something within them. And they don't know that it's possible. He always says it's possible. So it's possible for you to live your dream. I have seen it with my own eyes. It is possible to achieve your dream. Oh my God, if I would tell you, I have interviewed amazing people. And it's still go and I keep going regardless if I get rejected. You know, yes, sometimes it hurts to be get rejected by someone you admire. I'll tell you a story that I tell my brother, and even if it's personal, and maybe it help you to inspire you. You know, it hurt when it hurt when you admire someone for so long, and you want to interview him. Just because I do something a certain way, it wasn't bad, but into his perception, it was bad. But I was trying to get a message so people could live their dream, because people die with their dream within them. And I wanted to interview people, but sometimes they they say they do it, but they don't do it, and I wait for a while. And I know that I may it sound like complaining, but it's my personal experience, and it make me emotional, and I talk to that my brother, and I cry because I look up to them, and they say certain things that I didn't. It hurt my feelings, and I get rejected too. I get rejected many times, and I get hurt by many people. There was two certain best-selling author that they didn't know that one I look up to for their um, writings, and they did something that I never thought they would do, and every time when I go towards an author, I'm afraid that they will do the same thing as uh, them. I have two authors that block me. They don't have to do that, but they block me. And I have many people reject me, and because I don't have reach, I don't have influences, I don't have I don't have what they wanted, meaning more views, more subscribers. But the thing is, I don't let that stop me, because for me, my success is not based upon views or subscribers. My success is I want to interview authors and influence people for the better, inspire people, uplift them. Because you know why? When I was a kid, I grew up with a poor background. Okay, I I live life. I lived through life. I hated life. I I was bullied. That's why I wanted to do martial arts so I can protect myself. I was made fun of because of I was in special education. So that's why I want to impact special education. Uh, I I didn't grew up with a silver spoon on my mouth. But I took the action of reading books and education myself while people complaining. I pursue my dream. While even if I get rejected, even if sometimes I complain to myself, I self doubt myself if my dream doesn't happen. It's hard. Sometimes you have to keep pursuing. Sometimes it's not easy to be able to pursue your dream and look up and it's like, can I do this again for people? It's not easy. And I keep going, regardless if people reject me, if people say no to me. Because I know that one day they will come to me. They will say yes to me. It's not a game that I'm playing because I'm young and I still have time to grow. My message is this: if you're afraid to do something, do it now. If you're waiting, if you're struggling, might as well do it today, even if you're struggling. Even if because people are afraid to do it because they might think that they have failed. But if you never try, if you've never done it, you will be waiting for a long time. And I hope that that story inspired you a little bit, because you know what? It hurts, man. Like when you just want just to interview, it hurts. Even if people say don't let that bother me, it does bother me, because when you look, uh, I have a constant fear that if I have one person that I look up to, who really I love, because they changed my life and did that to me, that really will crush my dream. But even then, I would still go after my dream. Even then, for those who aren't are waiting for circumstances to happen, they will never happen for you if you don't take the action. If you don't start something to your dream. Subscribe to my channel, like my video, because I am building a library. I said this in my other video, but not a physical one, but like a digital one, and that is videos that I upload. And, these are considered a kind of like a book review, but sometimes I put a spin, my opinion in it, and how I see life. Life is more than just there. Life is to live. Life is abundance. Life is to fulfill your heart desire, and that's what my message is. And so I have a plethora or of books, and you know what? I was thinking mine's not. I used to read and consume knowledge. Now it's time that I share who I am and share the knowledge that could help people to live their dream instead of hoarding it, like that gentleman. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.